Welcome to Cupid's Corner, where love stories come alive. Sit back, relax, and let the tales of romance sweep you off your feet.
Snowbound Hearts, a van life romance. The sun dipped low over the snow-laden pines, casting a warm glow across the RV winter park. Flurries danced in the crisp air as Emma fumbled with her scarf, trying to adjust it while simultaneously juggling her steaming mug of cocoa. The aroma of hot chocolate and pine needles filled her van, a cozy refuge from the biting cold outside. "Come on, Emma. We can't stay cooped up forever," her best friend, Lucas, called from outside, his voice muffled by the insulated walls. "Just a second," she shouted back, taking a quick sip before braving the chill. As she stepped outside, she was met with a scene that could only be described as winter chaos. Snowmen stood as sentinels, half-dressed in mismatched scarves and floppy hats, while laughter erupted from a group of children tossing snowballs nearby. "Hey, watch it!" Emma yelped as a rogue snowball splattered against her leg. She turned to see a tall figure laughing heartily, snow dusting his dark hair. "Sorry. Didn't see you there," he called, brushing the snow off his jacket with a charming grin. "Clearly." Emma shot back, fighting a smile. "You're lucky I've got a warm drink in hand, or I'd retaliate." "Wouldn't dream of it." "I'm James, by the way," he said, extending a snowy hand, which she shook, feeling warmth radiate from his touch. "Emma," she replied, her cheeks warming despite the cold. "Let's warm up some more," Lucas shouted, appearing at Emma's side. "We're heading to the lodge for hot buttered rum. You in?" "Count me in," James said with a wink. "I'll show you how to build a proper snowman afterward. No offense to your friends," he added, gesturing to the lopsided snowmen. Emma laughed. "I think my snowman is a work of art." "More like a work of something," Lucas teased, but Emma shot him a glare that silenced him. As they made their way to the lodge, Emma could feel James' presence next to her, a warmth that melted away the cold. Inside, the rustic lodge was alive with chatter and the crackle of a fire. They settled into a corner booth, the warmth enveloping them like a fuzzy blanket. "So, what brings you to this winter wonderland?" James asked, leaning forward, his green eyes sparkling. "I was hoping for some peace and quiet," Emma admitted, stirring her drink. "But it seems to be more of a party than I anticipated." "Peace and quiet? Here?" Lucas snorted, nearly spilling his drink. "I know, right?" Emma rolled her eyes, but her smile betrayed her amusement. As the conversation flowed, laughter bubbled up between them, the chemistry undeniable. "So, what do you do when you're not getting ambushed by snowballs?" Emma asked. "I'm a freelance photographer," James said, his eyes lighting up. "I travel around in my van, capturing landscapes and people. You could say I'm a professional wanderer." "Wow, that sounds amazing. I've always wanted to travel full-time like that," Emma said, her heart racing. "Then why don't you?" James challenged, his brow raised. "Right, because living in a van sounds super practical," she replied sarcastically, but the idea lingered in her mind. "Practical is overrated," he said with a smirk. "Do you want to build that snowman now?" "Let's do it," Emma declared, excitement bubbling over as they headed back outside. The snow was perfect, and soon they were laughing and tossing snow at each other, their hands numb but their spirits soaring. "Okay, this is definitely more fun than I thought," Emma admitted, stepping back to admire their creation. The snowman stood taller than Lucas, decked out with a crooked carrot nose and a scarf that looked like it had been wrestled off a yeti. "And now for the piece de resistance," James declared, pulling out a flask from his pocket. "Hot chocolate with a twist. Is that legal?" Lucas asked, eyeing the flask suspiciously. James laughed, pouring a little into each of their mugs. "It is now." They toasted to their masterpiece, laughter echoing in the frosty air. As the night deepened, the snowman became a backdrop for their budding connection. Later, wrapped in each other's warmth inside her van, the atmosphere shifted. Emma's heart raced as James leaned closer, brushing his lips against hers. The kiss was soft at first, then deepened as he pulled her closer, the world outside fading away. "Maybe van life isn't so impractical after all," she murmured against his lips, feeling a spark of something new. "Let's see where the road takes us," he whispered back, and in that moment, she knew they were just getting started. The end.
Thank you for listening. Let's spread the love. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. because everyone deserves a bit of romance.